All right. What's up, folks? How's everybody doing out there? Get this pate started. Ain't really nothing going on, but number one thing, I got a message in download today about protecting my energy, which is pretty interesting. Meaning, like, when folks are, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, you just got to protect your energy. You know what I mean? That means that some people have attachments and stuff, like, you know, demonic possession. So that stuff is real, man. So what it was telling me is don't let everyone, take withdrawals basically of my energy for free. Meaning when people say hi and stuff, you know, I've always been like that too. Like when people try to, like, I'll normally shake your hand and stuff to say hi and stuff, but that's what it was telling me, like, to avoid that even, you know, or like, I don't know, people like, you know, want to say hi and I'll like avoid it in a certain manner, like nothing personal. It's just it has to do with energy. Energy transfers. A lot of people don't know that, but um, yeah, I was just talking about that, telling me that like my light shines too bright for the demon and all that. How you doing? I think they were honking at me. Uh, the fame is getting ridiculous, man. Uh, Especially locally, it's pretty impressive. It's crazy. Give me a second. So what you need to know is number one. I mean, first of all, things have just been hard right now. Um, Period. Uh, it's just a very hard time, you know. Um, but I'm doing a lot of research and trying to stick with it and study, you know, all this different stuff, different styles of martial arts, different everything. Just doing a lot of studying in general. Hold on. I'm a student of the game, and that's what I try to do is keep on studying and, you know, adding to my repertoire, so to speak, just learning more. Um, Another thing, God blessed me again today. I know y'all in your feelings. Real talk. I know that much. I know y'all mad. Y'all stay mad. Here, I'm trying to scroll through this because I'm on. Let me see. Yeah. No, yeah. God bless me again today, folks. Isn't that amazing? It's just amazing. Like real talk. It's an amazing feeling, you know, when you can just have faith and God will carry you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to see when everything rolls around here in the near future how I want to handle it. We'll see. But we up right now, folks. Yeah, we up. Uh, so I don't know. I got to keep on figuring it out. I keep on turning to God. You know, like I said, I'm gonna ask for help when I need help, and God knows the truth. I need more money. I need more money to do this, but um, I made a little more today, so that's amazing. So yeah, uh, the whole deal is, it's like to me, it's like, well, first thing I want to say, like, shout out to my friend. He actually brought me a plate of his food, and man, your food is delicious, bro. That food is really good. I thought it was delicious. I ate most of it, and that's rare for me because it's like steak, and I have a hard time with steak usually, but that's good steak. And I still got like half of it left. I ate like half a serrano. uh, I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not that quick, but I think I took like 2 bites of it. It was delicious. The pepper was delicious. The serrano was delicious. There's like other bell peppers in it. The sauce was good. Everything. The avocado was delicious. I ate all that already. I love avocado. That's like one of my number one things, avocado now, and guacamole. It's my favorite. Um, my palate has changed over time quite a bit. Eh, hold on. All right. And my hair looks beautiful, don't it? I got cleaned up. Your boy looked good. Got my top of the line motorcycle jacket on. Ah, but like I said, we gonna keep on moving forward. We gonna keep on doing what we do, and it's just that simple. But yeah, I just wanted to say that your food was delicious. That food was so good. Seriously, I was impressed. Um, I liked it. That was cool. Kind of makes me excited to like, kind of curious to wonder what other kind of dishes he makes. Um, I don't know if he has a restaurant. I'll have to ask him. I'd like to try some other plates when I can. It was delicious. I don't eat steak very often, so I think it was steak. It tasted like steak, but it was delicious. I think it was made right, Um, and it's just hard to find. A lot of people don't make steak well. It's always too hard or something, or So, but yeah, um, like I said, we keep on moving forward, man. I'm the true spirit of an entrepreneur, and you know, nothing's been easy. Like I said, I really need a new pair of shoes. My friend is trying to see. He might be able to give me some tomorrow, but that's depending on how I feel and if I'm even able to figure it out or what, or if he's going to come bring them to me or something. I don't know, because the shoes I got on now are not very good at all. Like they have like almost no bottom, and it's hard to walk and run, you know. And yeah, but he's got like some boots, and I think they'd be perfect. They're probably perfect for Batman. I wonder if they're the right color too. They might be perfect. I'm sure they are. This is all coming from God, so. But yeah, I gotta see what's up tomorrow if I can and get a hold of him and see what's up. Maybe he'll bring them to me. But I don't know. I got to figure out how to move around and what else I need to do too. But that would be the main thing first. Is I need those boots or shoes or whatever he got. I think maybe he's giving me shoes and not boots. I don't know, but something, you know. Shoes would be cool so I could play basketball, and shoes are really better for all I do. Boots, it would depend on what kind they are. Fat Man wears boots though, so I don't know. I'll ask him tomorrow about it. Because he was saying boots at first, then he changed it, I think. So I don't know. But it don't matter. But yeah, like I said, we just got to keep pushing, man. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to come to a decision as to what I'm gonna do pressing forward this next month. I need to make some more money, man. Like real talk, I need to make at least over $100. I need to make more than that. As far as on here, I believe we're over $70 already, which is pretty good. And we've got this whole time to continue to push forward. I don't even think it's the end of the month yet. Yeah, we still have like a few days, probably like 2 or 3 days left in the month. So we'll keep going, running this total up, and we'll do the best that we can. That's the hard part too. People don't understand. This is a full-time job. I mean, I probably work harder than I do work harder than anybody. I work harder than all y'all. You know what I mean? I just don't get paid right. But you know, equate to what I actually do, yeah, I work harder than anybody. And that's what I'm about, like work ethic. So yeah, I told him like if he needs any help, I'll help him. He was talking about, doing stuff with wood. I mean, that'd be perfect for my exercise too. I would do that. I'll do whatever I need to do, if I can make some money and have a job and get paid, or help out sometimes and get paid, anything to make some money the right way. So that'd be cool. But I don't know. I think it might work out. We'll see what happens. Like I said, God ain't gonna just let things stop. He's gonna get it going for me. But I'm doing the best I can. I try to get out and get it, and I did it again today. I pulled another miracle and another rabbit out the hat, and came up on a little bit of dough, made a little bit of money. So, you know, I mean, that's all good news. You know what I mean? So we gonna figure it out one way or another, homie. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm building all this with nothing. That's what I was telling the guy I was talking to. I'm like, yeah, well, everybody is at work. I'm doing this. And he's like, well, yeah, that is work, like that's a job. Like, thank you. Yeah. It's what I focus all my time on, man. I'm constantly working 24 hours a day, and that's why it takes a toll. It wears on me. I do a lot, man. Batman does a whole lot, and I focus on issues all over the country and all over the world too. And I do a lot of studying and research when I have time, which I just barely am starting to give myself some time. So it might be like that. We'll have some off days and stuff, so that I can try to get right and get in a different frame of mind and just try to get it together, man. And it helps me so I can, do what I need to do here with this. Um, and that's the thing, like God said, like less work, more money, which is the point, that we're trying to get to. So, that's why I stay building this, man. People always, I understand, people talk about regular jobs and regular 9 to 5s, and it's like, I don't mind doing it, but that's extra stuff to me. You know, this is the main deal. Um, this online social media stuff will always be the main deal for me, you know, and I'm not even going to say always because there's going to be bigger things than this, and I'll probably be getting paid to do what I do, what I mean, on a whole nother level. But I'm just saying, like, for now, this is where it's at because this is building something I own. This is where I'm the CEO. This is my own company. This is all me. And I built it from the ground up. And, folks just got to understand that, it's not about how much I'm getting paid just yet. Hey, I'm making check after check after check. I made a living this entire time doing this. I invested thousands upon thousands of dollars into my business to do this. I've done a lot, man. To be Batman, it took money, bro. It took resources, and it took knowledge, and it took strength most of all. And then of course I just got to a point where I had to build it all without money and from nothing. And in that course of time, somehow I've been able to manifest and move, and God has provided me the budget the whole time still somehow, with me, hustling and talking and asking and letting people know and putting the word out, and it's just been incredible. You know, this year has been, I think, one of the most successful years ever, especially as Batman. I've gotten so much done. My name is carrying weight. That's the thing, people say, oh, he's famous. I'm not famous just because of social media. I'm famous because of how much I've actually done. All the dues I've paid, all the stripes I got in the street, everything. It's because of who I am and how much I've actually accomplished. It's what a lot of folks don't understand. It's not just because of social media or a following like all y'all want to attribute everything to. Like, it has nothing to do with that. It's because I earned my clout in the street. People know about me. You know what I mean? So that's the thing. You're dealing with a whole different ball game. And if you think I'm about to walk into this arena and y'all's little nonsense fest of online digital activity and nonsense, and not make it clear that we're not the same, oh, not at all. I'm gonna let all y'all know. You understand? We're not the same. We don't come from the same walk. We don't come from the same world. And that's not talk, partner. That's facts. That's the truth. That's reality. Like, y'all could never walk in my shoes, man. Y'all can't even imagine what I go through on a daily basis. Seriously. If I told you half the stories, y'all would be, I'd be telling people stories sometimes, and people are like, wow. Like, real talk. Like, I'd be telling people about it, about the things I go through as Batman. They're like, and you enjoy that stuff? I'm like, yeah, it's fun for me. Like, none of it scares me. Like, I'm used to it. It's always been that way. I've always been Batman, So for me, it's not really a surprise. But that's why, like, I definitely don't care how people feel, bro. I mean, I care about people, but if you feel in some kind of way because of my success or my existence or what I'm doing, yeah, I could care less. That's on you. That's your problem. You know what I mean? But like I said, we just keep pushing. I got pretty good output going on right now. Pretty good flow. It's all going well, man. Take a look at the views, homie. We stay doing numbers over here and stats. You know what I mean? Like, real talk, we reach the highest statistics every time. Well, these folks, they still wishing they could be in my position. You know what I mean? These folks just admitted and said they got put on an FBI watch list, and I'm out here succeeding good with a clear conscience and knowing that I'm doing everything right. And hell, I'm clearly you know, like I said, all the evidence I brought forth publicly is why all this has happened. So I'm super proud of myself. I was explaining that to somebody that everything I worked for with this is like a project. Everything I worked for, it's finally coming together. I'm not just talking about on a financial perspective. That's just barely beginning, right? But I'm talking about on a reality aspect of what we're doing and how we pay attention to all these folks online and what they're doing in their activity. Finally, there's things getting done here. Give me a minute. But yeah, what was I saying? This is what it is, partner. I mean, like I said, we're gonna keep on moving forward. We're gonna keep on making it do what it do. It's just that simple. Let everybody else do what they want. Let them tell themselves what they want. Like I said, that's my whole thing. Like, I mean, it's been way too much fronting, bro, for a time that's the most successful time period of my life. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, I've made and spent tons of money. I done seen money. I mean, this is not about money. This is about real success. I mean, success is not just money. Success is when you set out to accomplish something and you do it. I built everything out of nothing. So, like I said, you folks don't seem to get it. A lot of you are not listening and paying attention. Like, I'm telling you. See, what's going to happen, I think, is that somehow I'm going to finesse my way to the top. I'm going to figure this out some way, one way or another, like I'm doing. And that's what y'all don't get. I'm trying to climb, bro. And behind the scenes, I'm trying to climb financially. I may just beginning. I'm just beginning. I'm just barely starting. But like once I get all the resources and the money, it's all about money for this project. You know, it's all about God first. God comes first. But you know, I told God we need money to do this project, and He knows that, and He's the one who's helping me to do it all. You know, I give all credit and glory to God. So, how do I put it? Um, it just is what it is. You know, I go through a lot, bro. You know what I mean? Like, not feeling good at all, to be honest. You know, hopefully I'll be all right, but I've just been going through a lot physically, man. You know what I mean? A lot of it is just, you know, lack of sleep, uh, working too hard, everything, little things that happen, just different stuff. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, we're going to keep on moving forward and keep on doing what we do. And that's about it. All right. So, how do I put it? But yeah, like, so no, I'm still trying to stack, bro. I'm still stacking a little bit of bread behind the scenes while y'all sleeping on me. See, I do both. That's what's so hard. Like, can you imagine being Batman on one hand and you're going through all this physically and you're doing so much and you're doing this and that, you know, and things are pretty much impossible, right? And then on top of that, you got to figure out how to do all the other stuff in the process. You know what I'm saying? Like, real talk. So you got to figure out how to, how do I put it? I mean, just how to do everything, bro. You got to figure it all out. Like, that's the thing y'all don't get. I'm Batman on one hand, and then I got to be Bruce Wayne on the other because Bruce Wayne got to make these business moves. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing it. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, in other words, I got a full time job and then another one. Like, because I got to hustle on the side too and figure out everything, all the business perspective of it, and build that while I'm doing all the martial arts and training. I literally do more than whole businesses, like whole conglomerates. I do more as one person. That's what folks don't get. Like, I'm like a one man army. Like, I do everything, you know, and that's impressive. You know, I just wish folks would give me the credit for it. You know, real talk, because I'm making it happen out of nothing. I mean, I had nothing. You know, if it was up to most of these folks, I would have nothing. You know, like I said, I went from like $2 to whatever I was at. We a little bit higher now. Like, come on, bro. That phone bill coming around on the 5th. What I'm going to ask the public again, I need y'all to help me, right? So I can get this phone bill paid. You understand? 100%. I know what I'm doing. I need help to pay this phone bill. Like I said, it's $55. Like, need like 60 to 100 is what I really need at least. Let's go. You know what I mean? Y'all can cover it for a month, man. What happened to Nylon Python? Where did he run to? What happened to the Michael dude? Where did he run to? What happened to all these folks? Like, that's what I don't get. Y'all want to talk about God and you want to switch sides when you were against me the whole time, most of you. And, some of you may not have been, but the way you approached me and talked to me made no sense. And it's like every time the going gets going and we real close and I can make it if you just do your part and help me, a lot of people drop the ball. So what counts and what matters is the people who don't. But again, shout out to Nylon Python. I'm truly eternally grateful. I'm truly grateful, brother. I think it's a dude. I don't know, but shout out to you for what you did. They showed a lot of support, and I'm thankful. I'm never saying anything that's not positive, but I'm just saying I need help right now. You know, and I just don't know what happened. Real talk, because they just like, haven't sent anything, haven't said anything. I don't know what's going on. And I don't know. And I'd be doing the best I can. That's why I ask y'all questions like, do you want me to say your name on here? Because I know, like, sometimes it has to do with that. You got all these folks who are jelly, and then maybe they say something to them or whatever because, oh, they've donated or shown some support. I got people who are upset at my supporters. You understand? So it's just absolutely hilarious, to be honest, But like I said, yeah, I'm making moves, made some more progress today. I'm gonna try to every chance that I get. And y'all sleeping on me, bro, because like I said, first goal, I'll tell you straight up, the first goal is to get to $1,000. That's the first goal, right? If I can do that, that's number one goal. After that, we got to make a couple of racks more on top of that. If I can get to 5-10 G's at least, uh, we can launch this whole project. You know what I mean? And we can start, and I can go somewhere and struggle and do whatever I need to and be in the street so I can build and be active as Batman and try it out and see how it goes. It's extremely, real. So, I don't even know what to expect with it all, but I have an idea and a concept, but it needs to happen. And I would be doing the real thing. I wouldn't be playing around, so we'll see. But, that's what I need. So I'm asking the public if the public can help me, please. If you can please step up. We need to fundraise. We need to raise money. It's just that simple. Trump does it. That's what they base their elections on. Why would we not do the same thing? I'm an independent politician. 100% we need to raise money. I got to have money to do this. I need funds from the public. Please donate whatever you can. We have a Cash App, PayPal, and a Venmo. If you see me in the street, please stop. Hand me some cash. If you want to give me a 20, 100, I don't care if you want to give me $1,000. Whatever you want to give me is going to go towards what I'm building here as Batman. 100%. I don't be wasting money. I don't buy stuff like that. I just take care of myself and do what I need to do, you know what I mean, and help everybody. And like I said, all that money goes into what we doing here. It's a major ordeal when I get a hold of any money, because I did this all with like very little, next to nothing. Not because I failed, because I had to invest thousands of dollars into this to even get, everything moving and going. You know what I mean? Like, I expend a lot of resources. I do a lot. So, that's what I'm saying. People expect Batman to always be rich or something. It doesn't work that way. Nor is that the story if you pay attention. Y'all got to get real, man. You know what I mean? What's more powerful, a guy who just has a whole bunch of money and thinks he's Batman, or the guy who really is Batman and comes up from nothing? What's the most powerful thing you can do in the most beautiful story in existence, when you come from absolutely nothing and build it all and enjoy every step of that journey? The journey is what you enjoy, not the destination. You understand? When I'm rich, okay, I'll be rich. And I'll still be wanting to do the same things because that's who I am and what I enjoy doing. So it's a little bit different. So let's see here. So we're gonna keep on moving forward, and we're gonna keep on doing what we do. And it's just that simple, man. You know what I mean? It's all looking good. I don't know. It is what it is. Feel me? So I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about all of it. I just want to be with Christina and be happy. Other thing too, I got a download and a reading. It said, "Enjoy your holidays." He said, "Enjoy these holidays because these are the holidays. Like, in other words, these are the last holidays that I'm going to be poor or broke." God just sent me a download telling me that. They said, enjoy these holidays broke and poor, which is a funny thing to say, but I mean, yeah, we're going to have to. And because after this, I'm going to be filthy rich, man. And this is what I've been telling y'all the whole time. So when God tells me that and sends me a message and a download that specifically says that, that's God talking, bro. Trying to tell y'all, trying to tell y'all got to learn to listen to me, man. I know what I'm talking about, bro. So yeah, trust me. I believe him. I believe I'm going to be filthy rich and have it all. You know what I mean? I've been saying that this entire time, but you know, it takes time. He's moving behind the scenes. He's putting everything together. Like I said, we're waiting on a couple of things. That's all, man. All we got to do is have a couple of things come together, and we're gonna be back on board, back on everything. And like y'all don't get, we are right around the corner. We beginning. We actually getting this going. Like I said, no, we got to get funds together, man. That's what I need. I need funding, man. I need y'all to quit sitting there, bro. All y'all, bro. Like y'all want to watch me like it's free. Like that stuff is crazy, man. You know what I mean? These folks want to sit here and you know what I mean? They feel how they feel because they jelly. Like we don't got time for that no more. You understand? Like I said, we all grown adults here, man. Let's go, bro. We got to get funding, man. We need funding, bro, so I can tour all over the country and do this. You understand? That's what I'm saying. Them folks always have something to say, but whenever you talk about any money, it's like they allergic to money or something. Like can't none of them make no money. Like yeah, y'all don't have the funds to fund this in the first place. It's not about whether you want to or not. You don't have it. You ain't got it. We all know that. What do you mean? All them folks live off a government check. They don't work. They don't hustle. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? The dude today, he told me, I think a job would be a good idea. For real, a job would be a good idea. So he still, this is what I'm saying. He still don't realize that I work harder than anyone. You know what I mean? I work more than anyone, but I agree with him. I think that that would be great. I'm willing to do a conventional 9 to 5, but when? Like I'm not gonna sit here and pretend with these folks like they gonna let me work. They never let me work down here. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Maybe a door will open. And God said doors are gonna open that were always closed. So I believe it can happen. Yeah, 100%. I don't doubt it for a second. So yeah, I'm open to that. Definitely need that. I agree. I think it's a good idea, but I'm just saying, like, I got a job, bro. I got a job that I work harder than anyone. Okay. Just because they're not paying right, that's fine. It can't stay that way forever either. They're gonna have to start paying me right. That's the thing. They're gonna have to change their policies. It's just simple arithmetic. It's common sense. They're gonna have to start paying me for real. You know what I mean? Real talk. They're gonna have to. You know what I mean? Like what happened to the bonuses and all that too, man? For like a little bit, I think one time they did bonuses. Like they should be doing that too, giving bonuses because I should be earning them. They should be giving me big bonuses. And like I said, Christina and like I mean, we've done everything we can, bro. You know what I mean? So I just don't get it. I work hard as hell, bro. You know what I mean? They should have given me that $1,000 bonus. They should have been giving me a whole bunch of money on here. But like I said, you know, it's all good. We'll address it in court. It's that simple. 100%. We're taking every matter to court. So, like I said, um, you know, I'm too busy. You know, as far as getting a job, I mean, that's what I'm saying. To me, it's like you know, you're trying to downplay what I do because you're not opening your eyes and seeing and realizing how much I'm doing. You know, when we can't even walk anywhere without people recognizing me. I mean, if you can't figure out I got a job which is saving the world, I give up. You know, it ain't fake. That's what people think. Everybody sees it out of their perception. So they see that, they're like, oh, he's probably locally famous. They downplay everything to make themselves feel comfortable and content because a lot of them feel phased when somebody's, you know, they can't handle my greatness. That's the truth. Like, nah, bro, I'm worldwide. You know what I mean? I'm saving the world every day. I save lives. I'm helping people. I'm changing lives. I'm changing things in a positive way and having a real positive impact and making a positive change worldwide. You know, I got fans all over the world. You know, other people want to say they do, but they don't, and they don't make any money. So that's what I'm saying. We got to get this in a flow, man. Every day should be positive, man. That's all. Let's get it together. Let's get a bunch of folks donating. Let's get some money flowing here. All y'all could have a positive, good attitude. I've been nothing but nice to you folks and done nothing but help you. So I mean, all y'all could have a good, positive attitude and help me to do what I'm doing and to move forward, and we be okay, and we be good. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. So you know, I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? Like real talk. You know, that's what I'm trying to do every day is I come with positivity every day. You know what I mean? A lot of these folks, they don't know how to do that. And that's why I don't talk to them. We positive every day, man. We positive and we going to stay building. Like I said, I don't care if I got to finesse my way to the top. I don't care what I got to do. Y'all want to talk about finessing? I'm the finessing king. Real talk. You want to know who the finessing king? Tyree Sneed. Real talk. Because I've been finessed my way up to the top, baby. Feel me? I got a job, homie. I work 24 hours a day, basically every single day. You know what I mean? Nonstop doing what I do. So maybe they're gonna say hi. I don't know. But yeah, man, we do what we do, and we stay moving forward, and that's about it. Hold up, let me see. All right. So yeah, like I said, man, like I got God with me, man, you know what I mean? God always protects me and I'm always going to be good and like I said, I mean, that's the thing, everything that everybody's doing, there's some more antics right now, everything that they're doing, I mean, it's just backfiring, bro, and it's just showing, now everybody's aware. Everybody knows, man, everybody's aware over here what's going on. So they already know that all these people keep, hating on me and like, what I'm saying, all that stuff. So that's the thing, like it's never been a new thing. You know what I mean? Like it's always been the devil and the devil's there and they want me to be in trouble. They want to create these things. So, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like it is what it is. Let them do what they do. I'm not even in the business of speaking on it and talking about it. It's a waste of my time. People know me, man. People know how I move. Like I said, me, I work hard every day, man. I just focus and mind my business. If anything, I'm here to help all these folks, and so that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, you gonna. I'm just saying now, folks are aware. Y'all be messing up. They aware now that y'all be jelly and y'all be making up lies and saying weird stuff that ain't even happening. And so now that people are aware, that's a good thing, homie. That's gonna help. You know what I mean? So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna stay doing God's will and God's work, and I'm not gonna explain myself for anything and fake stuff and lies and nonsense. I'm just gonna keep moving forward and being a good person, and that's it, man. You gotta forgive and forget, man. You can't hold on to stuff. So, like I said, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you in a minute. But yeah, like I said, we making moves and we're producing over here, man. We're getting it going. You know what I mean? And that's the thing. When you close to making it, I told you the devil gonna amp up what the devil do. You know what I mean? It's that simple. And the fact is, what they doing, a lot of them, you know what I mean? We already know what it is. Like, I'm not even worried about it, bro. You know what I mean? Not at all. You know what I mean? Because, anything done in the dark is going to come to light. You know what I mean? God is all over everything and God sees all. So best believe that. So, like I said, everybody knows what it is. So that's good. Y'all really helping me. And that's about it. All right. So I'll talk to y'all in a minute, man. Much love. All right. Easy.